Hello guys, and welcome back to SRL. We are here for another round of Paperstream Monday socials, or social Mondays. We are here for the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. Only 8 drivers tonight, but not to worry. We will have a lot of action, I would imagine, still. We've got Paperstream, Creo, Bradford, Summon Ping, Bond, Let Joe, Gangster Owl, and Neon. Not many people have probably done this track. I know I haven't, so but yeah, same kind of rules still apply. Short qualifying and then a 50% race. Still using the multiplayer cars as well. We have Neon on his way out to the track, the same as Crego. Crego unfortunately has put himself back into reserve for this season, unfortunately, but hopefully we will see him a few times during this upcoming season, which starts on the 5th of September for pre-season at Spain. I'm definitely looking forward to getting on with things. Neon still using a bog standard car, but nonetheless, also got, oh, that's a nice car from Bradford as well. I am looking forward to Bond's car, as he has a different one every week. We've got Paperstream on his way out as well. Oh, that's looking very nice as well. I think we're going to do a thing where I choose the best livery every week. So far, I would probably have to give it to Brad. Got Let Joe in his, I think, also in a bog standard car by the looks of things. Yeah. Yeah, Bradford so far with the best livery. Is that rain? Couldn't tell if there was rain coming down, but I'd imagine we'd probably see all the drivers out if there was. Also got Gangster Owl now on his way. Crego on his lap now. We'll have a quick look at Gangster Owls. I think it's the same as last race. I think it's the same as since he's been doing this. So, listening to what's Southern Ping. I haven't actually seen. That's actually a really nice livery as well. Actually, oh, we've got Spin, which is Brad off the track, and nearly spinning again. Needs to get out of the way of Southern Ping, seeing as he is also on a lap. I'm not really sure what kind of setups everyone is doing. Oh, Crego has been disqualified, so that is going to be the end of his running in qualifying. That's always fun to see, but this game is as broken as anything, so it really does not surprise me. Still waiting for Bond to make his way out. Actually, I'm going to have to go, maybe go with Southern Ping's livery so far. It's very nice. Shockers, the fastest lap so far. Gangster Owl, and oh, Brad is retired on track. That is a hefty blow for him. Let's see where he would have lost it. Very easy to do. Southern Ping up into P2. Paperstream about to finish off his lap. So they've already lost 2 cars from this qualifying session already. Paperstream up to P3, not too far off Southern Ping. Let Joe on his lap. Let's keep an eye on him. He's rounding the final corner. Oh, he's invalidated. Would have been the quickest though, so I'd imagine he'll be going again in this lap. That's if he hasn't had this lap invalidate. He has not, so not a lot of ERS to play with this lap, so I'd imagine it won't be the quickest from Joe. We were going to have to spell. Oh, Joe's also spun and he's into the wall. I won't drive that way. I don't think we've got really anyone on a lap. I think the Owl might be. No, he's just finished. Paperstream is on a cooldown lap. I'd imagine he'll be in the pits. Another yellow flag. That is someone ping. So Bonge could find himself putting it on pole. I'd imagine it'll be between Neon, Bonge and Joe. No disrespect to the other guys, but I would say they are probably the quickest running tonight. Paperstream starting another lap, so we'll stay on board with him for this lap. Hope everyone is having a lovely Monday evening. I haven't really been doing all too much. As I said, we will be back underway properly, I think in 3 weeks time, I believe. No, 4. It's in about a month's time. A month today we get going. Even after everyone complaining that we have taken the decision to start this season a little bit later than what we had planned, but with how broken the game can be against the how just came into the pits and has left the session. I'm not really sure why, but I'm sure we'll find out in a bit if he rejoins. We've got enough drivers in the lobby to send him another invite if he wants to participate in the race. And Julian is going to put himself back into the pits. And now we have no one on track, so obviously Joe and Bonge, the only drivers not to have set a lap so far, and it's starting to get a little bit brighter out there, so I'd imagine times will start to rack up. I would imagine pole would be low 11s, maybe high 10s, I'd imagine. And as you can see, Joe is about to come back out, our first SRL champion. Not the first champion we've ever had, obviously, because we were known as SVOR when it was created back on 2019. Do we start on 2019 or was it 2020 we started? I actually can't remember. These are the kind of things that I should really know. I think Neon's also just come back out onto the track. He does indeed. But we'll stay on board with with Let Joe. We've also got Paperstream coming out as well. Exile has rejoined the session, so he might have just lagged out. We got anyone watching? Probably not. No, not a massive problem. These are just social races, so not expecting high figures. Let Joe warming his tyres up as much as he can, and he now starts his lap. I'd imagine we'd see Bonge probably come out with about 6 minutes to go, I'd imagine. Joe into turn 1. I don't know if these corners actually have names, but if they do, apologies. If they don't, then suck it up. Usually if they don't have names, I usually just make them up as I go along, but sometimes I really cannot be bothered. So Joe setting some 24.8, and we've also got Neon who was spun at turn 1. Oh, and we've got Joe spinning, I don't know what corner that is, turn 7 or something. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, close enough. And Joe has spun yet again. And he's reset the track. Ah, naughty boy. Don't want to do that when the season starts. Not a massive fan of Zandvoort myself. I don't particularly like it. Thanks to Al also out on track. Paperstream setting the fastest sector 2 apparently. So Paperstream some with some very good speed on his second flying up. Paperstream coming to the line now should be an improvement. It is. Keeps him P3, I think. Might have been P4, I'm not 100% sure. Joe on yet another flying lap. Oh, he's spun again. He is not having a great time of it at the moment. Don't think he was practicing a whole lot for this race. I mean, it's only, like I said, it's only a social race, so not expecting people to. Joe gets well out of the way of Neon, who is, I'm not sure if he's up. Oh, bit of a mistake getting onto that curb. So that just puts him off his line. He is down. That probably cost him a fair bit of time there. Who is on a lap? Sun Ping isn't. Gangster Owl is though, so we'll jump back on board with him. And I think Neon has just gone off again. Neon Shockers has retired. I'm not sure what's happened there. Oh, he's right on the edge. Not sure how you've managed to do that, but Paperstream coming back into the pits. Gangster Owl rounding the final corner. Can he put himself above Paperstream? No, he doesn't. But pushes himself up into P4 where he originally was. Still waiting for Bonge to appear out on track. Is he? No, he's not getting geared up to, so unless he's just starting from the back, but I guess he wouldn't be technically starting from the back with Crago being disqualified for supposedly being the wrong way round. But you know, this game has always got something up its sleeve. So I believe the rest of these socials is Singapore next week, then the week after we have Monaco, and then the last race will be Abu Dhabi, I believe it will be. And from what I know of, them things has really changed. Paperstream has retired in the pits with 4.5 minutes remaining, so he's seemingly pretty confident, and we're going to have no one. We've got Summon Ping going for another lap actually. Neil Shaws is in a world of his own at the moment. We had a race yesterday with RF1 and Neon looked comfortable for the win until I believe he crashed, I think. Bonds was also in that race. I think he finished P4. There wasn't that much splitting them for pole position. I could only get the one lap in and I binned it, so I was getting hungry, so I just kind of made myself some food, and then, well, I didn't DNF, I just came into the pits and retired, so looks like Bonge is only going to go for the one run here by the looks of things. Southern Ping rounding the final corner. Let's see where this time can put Southern Ping, taking the shorter run. It's not too far off, only, is that only a 10th? So, actually a really good lap from Southern Ping. I don't know if he's gone to no assists or anything, I'm not really sure. I believe Gangster Al has now, which is very nice to see. And here comes Bonge. Finally. We'll wait for him to actually get out onto track so we can actually see his livery in all its goodness. See, he kind of tries to replicate an old F1 team. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't think it's McLaren. Well, it could be. What about Arrow? Just trying to think of cars that have had orange. Arrow I know definitely did. McLaren, I mean, still do, but they've never had that much black on it. I'm not really sure. I don't know if he's in the chat or anything. I don't think he is. But it's I'll definitely like it. I would have to give it to Brad though. Brad has probably the best livery tonight. Then I would say it's probably Bonge, Southern Ping, Paperstream. I mean, Neon and Joe will be kind of last. I think Bonge is going to be the only driver to be on laps here, so Bonge is now starting his lap. Oh, and spinning on his lap. Oh dear. He's got enough time to go around and get another lap in, so I imagine he'll be saving his ERS now. So he's going to be the only driver on track, so we haven't really got much to watch as Bonge regenerates his ERS again. I'm also feeling slightly peckish again, so I'll have to check my blood after this race and then see if I can have something to eat. But anyway, Bonge starting his lap once again. Goes to P5 though. I'm not really sure how he managed to spin. I guess he just planted. But he's got through it nicely. So this will be his one and only flying lap, as the checkered flag has been waved. Purple in sector 1. But Joe has left the session. Don't know if that was lag or he's deciding to no longer take part in the race. Let's have a look at Bonge's second sector. It's 10 seconds up. It's not massively quick, but Bonge now rounding the final corner. Let's see where he can put his, I'm guessing, arrow. What time can it be? There's a 12, I think, so I think that's P3. Yeah, P3 for Bonge. Has been out qualified by Neon and Southern Ping. So there you go. That is qualifying all nice and done. Neon on pole with an 11.8. Actually 2.5 tenths off, so it's not bad. Someone Ping in P2, Bonge P3, Paperstream P4, Thanks for Al P5, Let Joe in P6, Bradford P7, and Craigo in P8. Obviously, I guess you can say Joe didn't really set a lap time as he was 24 seconds off. So, but here we go. I'm not sure if we have a 5 minute delay, because this isn't technically an official race. I just realised how wide that corner is. Not turn 1, but the picture just before this one. It's so wide, I never really realised. I mean, Joe did make it back in, but I don't think he can take control of his car until the race actually gets going. But here we go. I'm not sure if it's I'm hoping it's a wet race. We haven't had a wet race yet, and it's still not going to be, so we'll have a... Oh, this is always great. Everyone's starting on medium so far, but that might change. As I said, I don't think there's a counter, but I'll find out soon, I suppose. But yeah, calendar hasn't changed for this season, except from Miami and Baku being taken off, which have been replaced by Monaco and Mexico. I'm happy because I had Mexico as the track that I wanted, so I'm happy. I believe Netherlands was also a pick, but I don't think anyone actually voted for it, so I think it kind of just got yeeted out of existence. And I don't think there's anything that's changed. Usually we have meetings, but nothing's really been brought up. I mean, oh, there we go. It's not one I readied up. Let me just check race director quickly. So Bonge and Bradford are on the softs, so they're the only changes so far. Hopefully we'll have an update for the game, fingers crossed, by the season start to get rid of this audio glitch. I personally don't have them anymore, so it might just be a select number of people. Thanks to Al chucking it down the inside of that Joe. Absolute geezer. Right. A green flag on a formation map. I think it's formation up. Everyone's kind of making out to be a race or something. Right, but here we go. Oh, who's that? Is my car there? Yeah, but Quaker spun. Yeah, your car's there. You might have to, if you can't control it yet, just wait until the race actually starts. And then it should allow you to kind of do it, so. McCrego rounding the final corner now. Let's see how he positions his car. We might want to try and cover off Southern Ping. He goes fairly straight on. What about Bond? Yep. Oh, he got disqualified. Karma. Oh, and Paperstream also got disqualified. So was Crago. What about Brad? Everyone else is sitting pretty. Brad is apparently on pole. We have 5 light zones. Away we go for the Dutch Grand Prix. Bond has got a good start. Oh, got Crago up into P3 already. Oh, and he spun. Oh, it's a massive crash at turn 1. And that is probably, is that going to be a safety car? No, not just yet. I think it's been cleared up. Bradford getting past Crago now. Crago got an amazing run at the start, but then I don't really know what happened. Southern Ping has lost 1 position. Paperstream hunting him down. Let Joe into P5. I don't know if he's able to take control of his car as of yet. Paperstream gets past Southern Ping. I think Southern Ping has a lot of front wing damage, and he does. Paperstream up ahead, and Gangster Al I think also was caught up in that battle. Bradford sets it up the inside. Gangster Al runs out wide, and he's now basically, he is last now. Bonge though still onto the back of Neon. That is crucial for his race. But we're now settling down on this opening lap. Neon with a 7/10 lead, but that is slowly coming down. Paperstream looking very racy as ever, and I'd imagine we are going to have a few people pit this lap. Gangster Al continues, so I don't know if he's just had a problem. Bradford and Let Joe are now round. I don't know if it was because of Bradford. Crago has now got a broken front wing, and he has just intentionally crashed there. So that is a very naughty boy. That is going to bring out a safety car, which just comes out ahead of Southern Ping. He should be allowed to overtake it. Which he does. We shouldn't be disqualified for that. He probably would have by now, but I doubt many people will be in this lap. Especially only being on 1 lap old tyres. Doesn't really change anything. But Leon is coming into the pits. Oh, cheeky. Bradford is apparently 1 minute behind. And Bradford is into the pits. Gangster Al continues. That Joe had to slam on his brakes there. New front wing for Brad. Neon has caught up to the safety car. And I can have a well-deserved drink, I think. Yeah. Where is it? There it is. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Paperstream has come into the pits to do his normal thing of pitting under kind of the last lap of the safety car. I did notice Neon getting very close to the back of the safety car there and nearly overtake. I think he actually did overtake it, but then instantly got onto the brakes and stopped himself from doing that. Otherwise he would have been disqualified, and that would have gave Bonge probably a very easy win. Let Joe up into 4th. Let's have a look at positions gained. Bonge has gained 1 against the Owl 2. Let Joe 2, Bradford 2. Biggest loser so far is Southern Ping with 5, but obviously he was involved in that crash. But has made a pit, so he doesn't need to pit again, but I would imagine another safety car will probably change that. Safety car in this lap. Everyone has now got to the back of the safety car, and Neon now backs the pack up, and we'll get this race back underway once the safety car comes back in. But they had like a safety car thing that you can go on board with. Neon taking it very carefully, doesn't want to go too soon. He could go now if needs to, and I think he has. He's left Bonge guessing there. Gangster Owl a little bit slow to react, and Let Joe gets past him. He's having to let him go, and Let Joe has lost another position. Oh, Gangster Owl's going to be round. He's in the wall. Oh, that's a big shame for oh, it's Bradford, sorry. I thought it was Gangsta Owl that was round. Brad, oh, he's not having a race to remember this time. Let Joe. Oh, Paperstream's off as well. As he got a broken front wing, that is the main issue. Brad very wide through that corner. I think he's okay. Bonge now got Let Joe behind him, but Joe not really setting any decent times in qualifying. He didn't actually set a decent time anyway, so gap's now staying down. Bonge staying within the 1.3 mark of Neon. Got another yellow flag, and that's going to be Let Joe round. Neon Shocker sets the fastest lap of the race. Let Joe has retired on track. He's raged quit. It's a good thing these are only social races, otherwise we would have had to give Krager a penalty. A few people in qualifying penalties. But Neon continues his way, and that is probably going to give... I don't actually know who's going to get the last step of the podium here, actually. Southern Ping is on an absolute flyer, so he may pick it P3 anytime soon now. Gangster Owl in a little bit too deep there. Doesn't want to... I'd imagine he'll battle Southern Ping. Southern Ping nearly bottling it, and Bradford now gets ahead of Southern Ping, so that might give Southern Ping a little bit of something to do this race. Bradford with awful internet, as per usual. Neon Shocker setting a fastest lap once again with a 1:14.8. No one's picked up a penalty as of yet. DRS has been enabled for the first time this race. Southern Ping definitely very race quick in the race so far, very quick in qualifying, not too far off Neon, but a pretty bad start and pretty bad start to the race as well, picking up damage very early on, but is looking pretty good so far. He has lost a bit of time to Bradford. Bradford now within DRS range, but gets onto that grass and he runs out slightly wide. Can he get around this corner without nearly spinning like Southern Ping nearly did? He gets around absolutely fine. DRS wide open. The only kind of battle we have so far. I don't know where Gangster Owl's going there, but we move. Oh, we got Bonge. Oh, Bonge is out! And that's going to be another safety car. Where has he crashed? How has he managed to crash there? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Someone being into the pits in his chrome gold car. Set mediums on. Pardon me. So basically Neon has won this race. It's basically just a battle for P2, 3, 4 and 5 now, unless Neon crashes. I mean, we're not even halfway through, we've already lost nearly half the grid, so one more driver to put it in the wall. Gangster Owl coming into the pits. Bradford takes P2, Paperstream takes P3, and Southern Ping, I would imagine, will get out ahead of Gangster Owl. It'll be close though. I don't think he will actually. No, Gangster Owl will keep P4. It will be close though. Southern Ping rounding the final corner. He might actually get ahead. He does. Southern Ping is on 2-lap old mediums. I think they're the tyres that he might have started on. Banana bus, banana bus. I will actually message Bond to see what car. Safety car in this lap. So once I've heard back from Bond about his livery, I will be able to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. But safety car in this lap. Oh, VAR, fair enough. Van Amersfoort, I don't fucking know. VAR, that's the F2 and F3 team, I'm guessing. Very unusual team to choose. Should have guessed it being Dutch, I suppose, shouldn't I? But we moved. It's now losing out again on the formation, on the safety car restart. Southern Ping now though, with a new set of tyres on. Oh yes. I don't know why I thought arrows, to be fair. We're in Singapore. I don't think there's ever been a Singapore owned team. Might have to change Southern Ping's finishing position in the championship. Because he is looking very quick so far. 10 laps in, he's in P4 after starting P2, but starting to come back at the drivers now. Gangster Hours lost another 2 seconds this lap. Here comes Southern Ping, ERS activated. He's going to go down the inside, but thinks about the move. Oh, and he runs into the back of Paperstream. Do not want to do that. If you're wondering how I crashed, I missed. Oh, there we go, insight to Bondra's crash. If you're wondering how I crashed, I tried to miss the apex curb of the penultimate corner, so I counted the steering and set me offline to go to the outer curb to the last corner, and I bottomed out of the car then spun. Oof! That is a massive L for Bond. So there goes that statistic where you finish P5 in every race you've done so far. You're literally doing the ultimate George Russell experience. You DNF'd. There you go. And it's your home Grand Prix as well, you being Dutch in the game, so... Which is funny enough is what George did. Ultimate George Russell experience right now. Anyway, Bradford has gone as well. Absolute scenes if he does it. Oh, here we go. Social race. Even the best make mistakes. Social race. So it doesn't count. Ah, who gives a fuck about social races? Social races are fun, but they're not like great. So who's the real winner here? Are you actually watching the stream, or are you just being annoying? Basically a battle for P3 is on the cards with Southern Ping and Paperstream. Two of the oldest in SRL. I'm not really sure how old Southern Ping is, but I think Julian stated that he was like 30 something. Julian with a bit of a mistake there, but still manages to keep ahead. That DRS straight doesn't really do fuck all, and I should literally within like 2/10 of the car ahead, or the car behind. Yeah, car ahead, sorry. The front straight is kind of where most overtakes happen. Paperstream moves well out the way of Southern Ping. See if Southern Ping can now get after Brad. I think Southern Ping could surprise us this season, personally. He could be one of those drivers where I said he could pick up an odd podium every now and again. I'm just happy that the UK is back to normal weather and not this boiling weather that we've had the last few days. Cannot sleep with that weather. I mean I can, but it takes me like absolutely ages. Why is Brad losing so much time? He just lost like 4/10 in one corner. Absolute dog trash. So it's okay because this isn't an official race. I mean, it's an official SRL race, but it's not an actual official championship race. I can talk shit about them as much as I like. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to change Southern Ping's finishing result, because he's not really able to. Sorry about that. Not really able to claw his way up to Brad, but this time, I mean, he did obviously take that hiatus, I suppose, from the league, and then things changed within the league, and he miraculously came back. Rapper with the most ERS so far. Probably not really using it all too much. No one's really using it. Zandvoort, quite a hard track to kind of keep ERS, not really that many braking zones. I mean, from turn like 4 to turn 7 is basically flat out. That's probably going to be the races. This one, unless we have another DNF, but oh, Brad's run wide. That's not going to help his tyres. Hasn't lost too much time to Southern Pain. Can Brad see Neon? Don't think he can, you know. Oh no, he can, slightly. Just the top of his car. Ugh. Still not halfway through this race yet. Something has actually caught up quite a lot with Brad going off. Oh, and Brad spun. Yeah, I'll someone clip that. Actually, let me do this. Right. More options. No. Record what happened. Oh. That's right, I'll clip it. Perfect 360. That's not going to help your tyres. Something. Now within DRS range of Brad. Brad has actually bottled it. Safety car came in now, I'd actually be saved, to be fair. Brad moving about in the braking zone. What's your problem? You noob. Go on, spin again. He's shitting himself through that corner now, isn't he? Gangster Owl back into pits. Brad's starting to get the gap back up. I think 7P might have just got DRS there. No, he didn't. L. Now we're halfway through. Yay! This race is actually taking ages, I'm not even gonna lie. Well, before I come off here, I need to make a screenshot for the race. As much as I hate doing this track, but it's only going to be for literally a second. So unless anything horrifically happens to Neon, he's probably going to come away with a win. Neon also has a chance at the championship. Kind of depends if... Oh, and that's Brad. Dead. Done a banked curve. It was just like, no. Someone ping into the pits. So will Brad. Paperstream into P2. My goat. The number 7 on his car. Thought he was going to spin again, didn't I? Absolute ball job. Yeah, it's still a long way to go in this race. Anything can happen. Southern P might have to pit again though. Being on the soft, Neon comes into the pits for his first pit stop. I'd imagine soft, hard to the end. It's taken those mediums quite a long way, but we also have had safety cars. Paperstream doing Paperstream things will probably go to the end. Actually goes for softs at the end, but he might get a podium out of this actually. Especially if Brad becomes the biggest bottle job again and spins. Against Al with the first penalty. It's taken us 20 laps to get the first penalty. A bit like Austria last season, or season after. Whenever I was racing, for the first 5 rounds, and then I had my seat yeeted away from me, and a bit of Bonge took my seat. I went on to become Constructors Champion with Reese, who won the drivers, and that is Gangster Al round. Brad, the only remaining drivers world champion in this race, as Bonge and Joe have DNF'd. Southern Pain was the fastest lap of the race. I'd imagine if Paperstream was to pit, Neon will probably pit with a few laps to go and try and grab fastest lap. There's the compatibility to do it. With that lap, where the time going down between Paperstream and Southern Pain. I feel like if something spins now though and causes damage, that surely gives Paperstream P2. But then saying that, Brad is on mediums, but then Paperstream might pit as well, so it's all very confusing, and I'm sure it will sort itself out eventually. Paperstream will most likely come away with a podium though. Being run in the final quarter. Can he pick up another fastest lap? We will find out soon. No, he's still done stuff, so I'd imagine he used all of the resources that he had. We have a yellow flag, and that is Brad around and reversing. That's probably a broken rear wing as well. Great. So Paperstream, oh, you little pussy. So half of the drivers are gone. Paperstream guaranteed podium if he doesn't crash. Car and Julian, bring it home. Something, all you need to do now, mate, is spin. Okay? Neon Shockers grabs the fastest lap of the race on hards, bearing in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if Summon Ping can take that back off him. I don't think he will. He's not doing the same, he hasn't got no ERS, so that would explain probably quite a lot. Julian, I don't think he's actually using any of his ERS. Neon is currently 2/10 up on his fastest lap. I imagine some of the people will probably pass Paperstream by at least lap 27, 28, I'd imagine. I wish we had that graphic like they do in real life where it says like the overtake thing. There's probably like ways you can do it, but I think you need to be on like PC and all that, and I do not have the compatibilities for that, big man. Neon Shockers with the fastest lap with a 14.1, I believe that was. Summon Ping now 2.5 tenths, 2.5 seconds behind Paperstream. So we'll probably see that overtake happen a little bit sooner than what we were expecting. Ooh, Summon Ping in a bit too deep there. Hasn't lost really any time whatsoever there. If anything, he gained time. I don't know if Paperstream is... He's still not using the RS, so... I reckon we'll see the overtake done lap 26. What on earth was that on the screen? Did I see that? Like the shadows and that slowly disappearing. Love this game. I imagine Paperstream won't make it extremely hard for Summon Ping to get past. So that's where Paperstream is like a very decent league racer, where he knows his battles. Like if he knows someone is like much clearly faster than him, then he won't like hold them up too much, and he won't battle as much. But like with me, like he might be fighting Summon Ping here actually, because he probably thinks he can keep him behind for a little bit longer. But with me, I know he'd battle me, but I think with the likes of, like, as we saw, I can't remember who overtook him, but I think it was Joe, maybe. He didn't want anything kind of really to do with him. See if Summon Ping can get the slingshot that he needs. Don't think he will this lap. Yeah, flag against the owl. And there you go, Summon Ping around the outside, but Paperstream is still there. Summon Ping with the exit. Paperstream cuts him off. So Paperstream knows his battles. And he's obviously done like racing in real life as well, so I think he's like the only one within the league to have some sort of racing background. I think Adam has as well, but can't confirm that. He says he has, but whether he's saying absolute bollocks or not, I don't know. Actually, I think he might get this on lap 28 as I said, so. Paperstream getting very close to the wall, and Southern Ping comes into the pits. I'd imagine for another set of softs, I would imagine. It is indeed. Gonna have to try and claw back around 20 odd seconds here, with not a whole lot of time to go. Not sure how long a pit stop is round up. It's about 25 seconds. Find out when he comes out of the pits. About 22 seconds, so he's got about 9 laps to try and get that down. Next to Al into the pits, but that's a 5-second time penalty coming his way. Imagine this is like the opener, and this is the standings of season 4, the opening standings, right? Neon, not so surprised. Paperstream has obviously had a podium every now and again. Southern Ping, I think, has had a few podiums, and I don't think Gangsta Al has finished higher than 4th, I'm guessing. I would have to look back, but he's had some good races. I don't think he's ever finished on the podium, though. To my acknowledgement, anyway. I'm sure if anyone knows, I can always look through the archives. Julian, do not pit, just stay out. I don't know what your tyres are on, but stay out. Don't come into the pits. Southern Ping would overtake him now, though, that's the thing. I don't think Julian's all too worried about coming 3rd, personally. Podium for Julian is like a win for him, so it's fine. We're also renaming the USA Grand Prix to the Paperstream Grand Prix. He's not the most successful driver, but he's the longest American driver we've had. Oh, and that's Southern Ping taking a spin. So if Julian did want to pit now, he would definitely come out ahead of him now. It's out with another 3-second time penalty. Al has 0 fucks given. I think he is also a lap down now, though, so Neon has enough time to come out, like, pit and come back out first. Paperstream's around 8 seconds behind that. Gangsta Al has had another spin, so I would imagine he'll probably be back in this lap for a new set of tyres. I don't think his tyres are going to be all too great. He's now being lapped by Paperstream. And has DRS this lap as well, look. So who's the real winner here? Business Julian comes in. He has the time to. I just don't think he will. 6 laps remaining. I wouldn't pit, personally. I think if Southern Ping has another spin, then I would imagine Paperstream will come in. Because he's basically guaranteed it gets out into the pits again. I imagine Southern Ping will be lapping him as well. Indeed, and Southern Ping with the fastest lap of the race. Paperstream would only have about 4 seconds to the gap when he comes out the pits, if he does pit again. I do believe he started on the medium, so yeah. So he's done the same strategy as Neon, but slightly earlier. The other two have pitted 4 times. Got another yellow flag, and someone being spun again. So that is going to give Paperstream that opportunity to pit if he wishes. Maybe I shouldn't move Southern Ping. Oh, he's off again. He's done a Hamilton at Imola. Southern Ping is about to get lapped himself now. So he's going to have to move it the way, which he does. So Neon is about to start his 32nd lap. Paperstream is still on the same amount of laps as Neon. Southern Ping, I'd imagine, will be pitting this lap again. Nope, he stays out. Don't think he has any damage, so no point in him really pitting. Paperstream starting his 32nd lap now. Neon clear to win this race, definitely. Southern Ping, his lap gangster owl, so he would. That makes no sense because it says gangster owl is 54 seconds behind Southern Ping, but the lap round here is like a 1 minute 14 or something. Gangster Owl gets let by Southern Ping. That's very nice of him. Oh, there we go. That now makes more sense. With a few laps remaining now, I would have to say, I mean, Neon has not put a foot wrong, so I wouldn't say he's driver of the day. I would imagine Gangster Al would get it just because of the positions he's gained, but I would have to give it to probably Paperstream, another driver who hasn't really done anything wrong. He's obviously had that spin, but has kept it well on track. Southern Ping, another driver who's done exceptionally well, but has had a few instances on track. Gangster Al, another driver who's done well, although I don't think he'd be finishing here if the other guys were in the race. That's just my opinion. Could be wrong, but could be right. I never know. But Neon starting his 34th lap now, with these guys on 33, I believe. Doesn't actually say anymore. I think he used to. It might change that in the latest patch that we just had. Thanks to Al not really using any ERS now. Doesn't really need to. I wonder if Neon will come in this lap and put a set of softs on and go for fastest lap again. I think he's already got fastest lap. How do I find? Oh, there you go. Oh no, 7 Pink does. So maybe he will come in and take that fastest lap away from him. This will be his one and only chance though, because if he pits next lap, he won't have enough time to go round and set a fast lap. That stays out, so Julian has been on these tyres for 30 laps. My goat. But like, his tyres don't actually look too bad, to be fair. I mean, they don't look like anything like Neon's, but all in all, they don't look all too bad. So it'll be interesting if he decides to quickly jump on the set softs, but he obviously has that telemetry, whereas we don't. Don't really know why. Is there even a tree there? I don't know. Find out when Neon goes past it. There's definitely shadows, but it looks like trees, but there's no trees anywhere to be found. See what I mean? This is like the flags, but surely they wouldn't be that big. Anyway, Neon starting his fastest lap. Not the fastest lap, his last lap of this race. Imagine if he bins it now. DNF, Paperstream wins. Can't see it happening because Neon hasn't put a foot wrong all race. All qualifying either. Oh, if only if he got fastest lap he would have Grand Slam. Although he is up on his time now, so maybe he will pick up fastest lap this race. Oh, nearly binning it though. That's going to cost him some time. I'll look at his second sector, but I do believe he won't be able to get fastest lap. He's slightly down though. But anyways, coming around the final couple of corners now, and Neon has drove an exceptional race, rounding the final corner to win the Dutch Grand Prix by 40 odd seconds. Paperstream bringing it home on 32, I think it will be technically 33 lap old tyres. Got a spin, I think that's 7. No, it's against the RAL, having a bit of a wobble. 7 rounding the final corner, he will finish P3. Against the Owl, pretty lonely race for himself. Finishes P4, and we're just waiting for P2 to round the final corners now. And he's going to come home in P2. That is a brilliant race for him. Weaving across the line like he's won the race. And there we go. We have it. That is the Dutch Grand Prix for the Paperstream Social Mondays. We will be back next week, as always. Paperstream Driver of the Day. That's who I would go with. We will be back next week with Singapore. I don't know how many people we'll have because it is Singapore, and personally I wouldn't want to be here either because that's a long race, especially if there's any rain and safety cars. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to watch these guys once again. Just a quick rundown of the final results. Neon Shockers wins the race from pole. Paperstream from P4 in the grid to finish P2. Southern Ping loses 1 position. Gangster Out gains 1 and finishes P4. And we lost Bradford, Bond, Letjo and Crago from this race. As I said, we will be back next week, same time. We will be at Singapore. So until then guys, we will see you soon and goodbye.